This reminds me of my new top 5.
You have a new top 5.
I got 6 people in the top 5.
Okay. Who are the 6 people in your top 5 again?
So my original top 5, MJ, LeBron, Kobe, Shaq, and Magic.
It's crazy because I disagree with a lot of Gilbert Arenas say, and it's so odd that we have the exact same top 5. That's crazy.
And then I added Steph.
And I added Steph to mine. So that's my, we got the
To
same
my
dilemma.
top 5. Yeah, I don't know who to push out, so you have to give me some time. Somebody gonna have to fuck up. Somebody gonna have to say something stupid in the meeting and give me a reason. But right now, I got 6 people in my top 5. Right, so that's just like this. I got 11 people, Ant-Man, in my top 10.
So
don't ask me how it works.
Steph Curry, was that from the Olympic performance?
Yeah, that Olympic performance. That Olympic performance kind of did it for me. The reason is this. As a hooper, there's moments in history and moments and times in your game where you have to, when the light is on you, you shine. And that was it, right? All the things he's ever done, for like some of him championships, right? They were just better than everybody. He sat down for most of his career where he didn't have to play in the fourth quarter because they just dominated, right? Some of those finals MVP, he didn't click on how he wanted to click on.
What?
Even though he dominated games, but when it came to big moments.
So you saying that the U.S. wasn't the best team? So you saying the U.S. absolutely needed. He had 2 good games in the Olympics.
He didn't have a Jordan moment where, the Jordan with the steal on Karl Malone and he hit the. He didn't have those moments in his career where we got to look at Steph in like a finals moment where we say, this is your iconic moment. When it came here.
I agree
right?
with that.
He did it.
He did that.
And I'm like, he finally got his moment. And
what about him saying, ring me in the third quarter?
The third quarter.
I'm just saying, I'm winning this ring in the third quarter, and they're still in. He won it.
But that's what I'm saying. It wasn't, like, when you.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Like Jordan's moment, when Kobe, we know what Kobe's moment, the lob, Shaq had to sit, and Magic Johnson with that rookie season and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like everyone has their moments that really stamps him. He had all this greatness, but never had a true moment where we look back and say, oh, he did that thing.
Right.
That performance where.
For his country.
Like, when it was like, he hit a shot, they hit his shot. He came, hit a shot, they missed a shot. This nigga came with another dagger. Like, it was like, this Steph's moment right here.
You know what's crazy? We talking about top 5s right now, and you just talked about yours, right? So I had to change mine.
You had to change yours?
Yeah. So, and with changing mine, I found this guy. His name is Justin Sims. He creates, like, AI videos with the images of whoever we want. So I told him I wanted to do a top 5 on a Mount Rushmore, but I wanted all the guys that I picked on top of a mountain. Mm-hmm. And they're images, right? Yeah. So I got Kobe, Jordan, Iverson, Shaq, and Bron.
Oh, mm-hmm.
And he just sent me an image of what the Bron one looks like.
It looks like the GOAT of those.
He's got a lion on the mountain and Bron standing behind it, looking over the.
It just made it look good.
Oh, that shit crazy.
And you know what? And this just goes to. I remember somebody was arguing, and it was like, "You flip-flop too much." And I said, because the game is moving. People are still racing.
Facts.
Right? People are still racing the race. So whatever my 5 was, and someone is 7, 6, they're still racing to get to 5, 4. Like, I can't just say, this is my top 5, it's stuck forever. No, they're still racing. KD is still racing his race. Curry is still racing his race. Yeah. Right? Luka, all these guys are still racing, so I got to be flexible and adjust.
And you've pointed this out. So top 75 lists, the top 50 were already just grandfathered in. But do you think as these lists go, we get to top 100, some of these guys should be pushed out the paint?
That's
unfortunate.
How the games
it's
go.
unfortunate. Like I know we're stuck with who we love, but our love doesn't change
The facts.
a list, right? Penny Hardaway is my favorite. There was for a long time where Penny Hardaway, it was like Penny Hardaway is part of my top 5.
Yeah.
Then I said, I can't keep doing that to Magic Johnson.
Yeah, right.
I can't keep doing that to Magic Johnson. So like I gotta remove Penny and then put Magic in his right spot. So we, even though we still have our diehard favorites, we still gotta put people in their real history.
And that's like me leaving Bron out of the top 5, right? It's like when you look at Larry, you look at all the people
surprised you didn't.
you got before, right? It's respect.
Okay.
Just 'cause I don't like his game,
Me neither.
but I respect
So
it
why is he in your top 5 then?
because I respect his game.
I respect
What he's
exactly.
done for the game,
Exactly.
how he plays the game. Just I don't like the style.
Exactly.
If I don't like somebody's style, they couldn't be in my top 5.
Not-
So Brandon, who
You
is
don't
your
respect
top
his
5
game
guy?
then.
Yeah, we got shot.
Who's your top 5?
My top 5 would have to be, well, let's go Shaq, Kobe, Bron, Shaq, Kobe, Bron, Steph, KD.
This nigga left Michael Jordan out of the top 5.
I mean, I was 7 years old when he won his last championship. So what you want me to
See,
say?
that makes
So
and
what you want me to say?
I,
Oh,
re-
I
you know
watched
what?
my-
I
So
respect
you like
the
you like Bron's style game?
Yeah, I like everything about Bron. Yeah, I like everybody in the top 5 I name. I like everything about him.
Hey, you know
fuck
what's so
outta
funny?
here,
You said
man.
something, and I have the same logic, right?
Man, Brandon be on that bullshit.
7.
He's 7 years old when MJ finished, right?
When MJ hit the shot, yeah, I was 8. Yeah.
He was 8 years old. So what is his memory of MJ? What other people say, right? He can't physically, and he didn't watch the man be great, so he don't have that in his bank, right? You're only really going off of what you've seen. So technically, anybody over 45, if you really never seen Magic and Bird and all these guys, them in your top 5 just seems ridiculous because your argument is not physical.
Bro, that is a horrible argument. A horrible take. So if I wasn't alive when Abraham Lincoln was president, I don't know if he was a good president or not because I wasn't alive and I wasn't able to feel the... Bro, it's called knowing your history. It's called knowing your history, bro. If you're only limited to what you see, you're limited in life. Oh, I didn't see that, so I don't know. How do you know anything? So if the only thing that you know is what you see, how do you know most how do you know most of the things that you know? It's called history. It's called history. Secondhand stories. If multiple stories line up, this must be fact. If I can go, this is 2024. And you're a basketball fan. You're a basketball analyst. You haven't went and watched Jordan games? But you would talk sports to me. I'm supposed to listen and take your sports takes because you play basketball, but you'll tell me you don't know the history of the game? But I'm supposed to listen to your sports take and take your sports takes because, oh, you played. But if I'm willing to take the time to go look at these people play, look at the numbers, look at the hardwood classics, listen to the interviews, if I'm willing to take the time to do that and you're not, don't I know more about the game than you played? Because all you know is what you see. Horrible take. Horrible take. Kind of upset me.
You didn't look. You just going
Yeah,
off of
just-
stats of what somebody else
and
said.
where everybody's-
People are being lazy. You know why? There's no excuse for you not to pull up on YouTube
Yeah.
Michael Jordan,
Yeah.
1996.
Yeah,
that's-
this
that's
game.
why-
Yes, and
watch
that,
it.
that's and then
That's
It's
because
not-
just
it's not
because I
gonna
didn't
be
watch
the-
it in
it's
real
not gonna-
time
it's not
gonna be the
doesn't
same
mean
feeling,
I
though.
can watch it.
I know-
Period.
I know.
I
That's
why I
can
fuck
still
with
go
this dude.
watch Michael Jordan
And it's not going to
play
feel the same for
and
me. I'm
watch
gonna just
it.
be like, wow, that was
And it's not
good.
gonna. It's not gonna.
I'm like, wow, that's what's
Why?
up.
Trust me,
That's what's
because
up.
My feelings.
I watched
Oh,
the
my
55.
feelings.
I watched the nickel game. I'm like, yo, let me go ahead and watch the
My
nickel game.
womanly feelings.
And I'm sitting here, and it became. It put it like this: me watching it today with all the moves.
It don't feel the same. My womanly feelings. And my feelings. It didn't touch my emotions when I watched that game. Man, shut the fuck up. Man, get out of here. Like he said, y'all just lazy. My feelings.
I done seen over history, and you go back to looking at 95 moves, dog, it becomes like, this is who you was playing against, and that's what ends up happening. I seen Derek Harper try to do a crossover. And the crossover, it wasn't the hang dribble.
Yeah.
It was, and then he tried to do a spin and fail. I'm like, oh my God, on a 1-4 flat. I'm like, oh my Lord, y'all, this is crazy.
They ain't doing that today, huh?
No, the shit is not good to watch. Like, it's not really good.
You had to,
like, if I'm sitting there watching the 90s, it's not
You're a
good.
purist and you're a student of the game. You go back to watch it to see, oh shit, that's how that shit started.
Bro, this
that's
boy
where
Mccants.
That's where Kobe got his shit from. That's how that shot is done. It's ugly. It may not.
Bro, I love this dude, Mccants, bro. That's why I used to want to be on this show, like, because I wanted to, but he's there. So I don't really technically have to be there, because he's there to put knowledge in these two individuals, man.
Not be enticing, but this is the formula from the fundamentals. You go back and watch that double nickel, you like, yeah, Mike wasn't shooting no threes. He was going straight to the
just
cup.
one dribble pull up.
All out of a pull up.
And you know what I started watching? The defense.
Okay.
Right? And I was like, all right. So you know me, I watch it for details. I was like, let me see
No,
how
you don't.
good he was.
You say
on
that, but you
defense, right? And I'm like, there was no way there was no way in hell he would have been able to guard a Klay Thompson at the 2.
What does that
But
got
he
to do
switched,
with
he'd have made somebody else.
No. He got hit by, like, he must have been a great on-ball defender, because off the ball, he got hit by every down screen, every pick. He lost his man. So
This is dumb.
defensively, what
he's saying is dumb.
he was like Drew Holiday off the ball. He was a net guy.
He was like LeBron. That's how LeBron.
Right, he was a net guy. He's coming for the steals.
Yep.
He's double backing.
Shooting
He's
gap.
not guarding his man. Like John Starks got every open shot. The motherfucker just couldn't shoot.
Right.
Like that.
And they
Right.
never put Mike on Reggie.
So he
like
was
that.
never, because Reggie moved too much for him. So he was the guy that you drive and he's netting you up. So he was like the safety net for everyone, right?
So that's the knock on Jordan, is he wasn't guarding everybody. Like, so that was just happening back then, right? The defensive player of the year, that, you know, even though y'all want to take, the video is there. If you don't think Jordan played defense, the videos is there. But your feelings, you're gonna, if it don't touch your feelings, you can't see what's going on. My feelings. If I don't feel nice when I watch it, I don't know what's going on. Man, bro, that was
his real
I don't even
defense.
wanna
And
watch
then
this no more, bro.
he got to bully you for the most part. Right? So you really have to watch it in the context of how they played the game. See, when you have your updated version and you're going back playing level 1 of Mario, but you got all the motherfucking moves, it becomes boring to you.
Yeah.
So you have to take away everything you know just to watch the game to its purest. That's hard to do.
I go back to what he taught me.
You don't love the sport.
Defensively, cut the court off 3 ways. When you guarding a guy on the sideline, make him go baseline. You guard the guy up top, you make him go sideline to sideline. So when I'm watching him play defense, he said I could take breaks because I knew how to cut the court off 3 different ways. So I didn't have to depend on my athleticism because I knew I had help over here, help baseline. So I've just forced niggas into the pack. And that's how he played. And you go back and watch, you be like, Mike made all defensive teams because he was smarter than the other guys. He didn't have to do as much.
But that's what I said, even back then, you know, then the game was the game,
I get
right?
pissed off when he about to
here,
talk.
right? NBA is just like this right here, right?
Hey, before Gil even started talking, I get pissed off, bro.
Last year there was
This
98.
dude, bro.
This year's 97. He's still the number 1 in 97. So if next year comes out and someone's 99, right? You're not necessarily better than Jokic, just the algorithms. We're not saying
Grading on a curve?
We're not saying today's game, these players are better than them, right? Like, we can't tell you who's better because the game is different, right? But we do know this. they're moving at a different speed and rate here. So if you was a 99 in the 80s, you're 99. But 99 in the 90s is different than the 99 in the 80s. The 99 in the 2000s is different than the 80s. So these
No.
97s is back then's 99, but they're all moving at a different frequency.
Shaq could be
Right, so
99
it's-
right now.
You know, my car.
Kobe
my
would be
car
99 right
governs
now.
now. Like if you go back to your Escalade, remember, nigga, trying to get 110 out of your Escalade, woo, nigga start shaking on the freeway. 110, nigga, that's Hondas now.
I had a Honda Accord, yo. I was not hitting.
And what were you going about? 6, 7, 5, 85?
If you go downhill on that 405 at the right, you can get
That's what
about
I'm saying, but
120.
you're
Hey, yeah, now I'm done with this shit. This is the dumbest shit ever. I don't want to hear Gil say shit else about, well, I can't, you feel me? But all that, oh, the player this, the player that. He just said it's okay for you not to know your history. I don't know in what facet of life. Let me get in front of the mic I'm supposed to be. I don't know in what facet in life that they tell you it's cool to not know your history. It's cool to just only know. Say if you was to go on a job. Say if you was going on a job and they tell you everything to do to not, okay, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that, right? And the dude, the person before you, he did something different and everything fell, everything fucked up, right? So if you didn't see it, it don't matter. If you didn't see it, you can make the same mistake. Or matter of fact, but they saying even if they show you a video, of the dude doing it, it's not gonna affect you because you wasn't there when he did it, so it didn't touch your feelings. Your feelings wasn't involved. So you can see the accident, right? On video. See the accident on video. Accident happened 30 years ago. But they still showing the video because it's relevant. Don't do that because you're going to fuck up. So they show you the video. But it's not going to matter to you because you wasn't there when it happened. So you don't feel it. Your feelings. That was another one like the other one. I am Mega. I'm up out of here.
About 120.